Hello, 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 hello. 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 Where am I? Wait. Still miss few steps. At the moment I have no face. I have no face. I have a face now. Which is always good. Having a face is important. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready, boys. I don't know if you are. Probably not, but who cares? Who cares? Okay, so... let me see if I can go live. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. I am live. I am live. Hello. Anyone out there? No, huh? You are all in vacation, huh? You are all in holidays, I know. You left me here. And you all went to holidays. That's not nice. That is not nice. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Today here in Italy is super hot. I mean, it's really hot. So now we are at what? 9:30 in the evening and it's still freaking hot. I don't know how it's possible, but that's what it is. 9:30 in the evening. Still super hot. Okay, so we are working on randomly generated encounters or randomly generated events. So yesterday I asked some feedback, but I got zero feedback. Pity. I asked some feedback to the people on the team saying, hey guys, I'm implementing this ranking range prerequisite. Do you have ideas why you want to do it? Do you like the modes that I have set up or not? Zero answer. They are all in holidays. They just left me here programming. Hello, Marcelo. Hi. Hello. So the idea is to continue with the other modes, but it should be fairly quick, eh? Well, fairly quick, I don't know, because we have two ways of doing the other modes. One way is to just sum up all the time. And this means that every time that I do a check, I have to sum up the value of all the players in the area. Which may be a bit annoying, or I can keep on the player a kind of a cached value of the sum of all the ranks and sum of all the combat skills and such, right? Which, by the way, to me could be also a way to then compare the strength of an enemy, right? So for example, we have, I'm pretty sure that we have in our database, let me change the music maybe and change the scene. We have in our database play folder, music. Okay. We have in our database certain script that actually allow to evaluate an enemy, right? And what I'm thinking is, so probably we do it, wait a second. Probably we do it in code, huh? We don't do it in, we do it in code. Compare phases, much stronger, much quicker. Calculate comparative difference. Their physical level, their magical level, their physical difference, physical difference. Calculate comparative difference. Ah, you see? Ah, you see? We have something already done that is very, 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 very similar. Which is actually this function. Which is calculating the comparative difference between two people, between two characters. Get character level. Look at this, boys. Haha. Haha. So get character level. Okay, so we already have something that does exactly what we need. The problem is that the way it's doing it, is get character level. I didn't know. If physical. Because we then use what? We use I see. Yeah, we are basically doing the same already. But we are doing it in a fairly slow way, right? Because we actually do the calculation all the time. Let me see what is done after this. My physical stats, my magical stats. We calculate two levels, the physical and the magical. Wow. Yeah, this thing is already done. The only problem of this thing is that it's pretty... I mean, it's kind of consuming, right? It's kind of power intensive because we are calling 1, 2, 3, 4 times the same script, which is an interpret script. Then we scan through all the skills. 60 plus skills and... Right? Now... I think that this function is called only when you... But I'm not that sure. I'm not that sure that it's called only when you get the description. For sure, when you get the description, that's used 100%. But my feeling is that my feeling is that it's used also by our artificial intelligence to assess if an enemy is strong or not compared to us, right? And this, I think, will happen in the future more and more and more and more. Sounds like you know what you're doing. Yes, because I'm very good at I'm a very good salesman, so I can advertise very well. No, I think in this case I know a bit what I'm doing. Yes. The point is that I think I want to change the way this is calculated, because I think that assessing the enemy is a very important function, right, for an artificial intelligence. So he needs to know if his opponent is an easy opponent or not, and we may want to look at that from multiple angles, right? Combat skills, magic skills, overall stats, you know, and doing those calculations on the fly all the time seems to be a very bad idea. So I would prefer, now this is more of an enhancement than really a new feature. I mean, they're really something that we really have to do. I mean, so it's not a requirement to do it, but it's more of an enhancement. But I think it could be a good idea to do it. So basically, to have this calculate comparative difference changed, and instead of using a script and calling all these crazy scripts and calling all the and for looping on all the possible skills that they have, let me just check one thing. Why the music is so loud? Because I didn't drop the volume. But now is impossible to hear. No, like this is okay, I think. So what is the benefit? The benefit of leaving it in a script, right? The benefit of leaving it in a script is that we can change it. We can change it later on, right? But I don't know if having this piece in the script is really a great idea. No, I think I want to change it. I think I want to change it. Now the question is, how do we change it? Because this guy is doing get skill value, okay? But get skill value, do you think the get skill value is buffed or not buffed? Because it's very different, huh? It's very different. Buffed or not buffed. This one is doing get skill rank. What? Why we do? Why we execute this line, considering that we never use this function except for a printout that has been removed? I don't know. That is a completely useless line, but fine. No, he's using the current. So the current is actually the buffed one, right? So he's using the current skill. It is using the current skill, which is the buffed version of it. So my idea is to cache these values. Now I'm thinking how to do it, but the best would be, like we said the other day, yeah, we need to be sure that we are caching properly though, and we are caching I think we should cache mental and physical separately. Even if you know what, mental and physical are so easy to calculate. I mean, it's 6 values. It's 6 values. They are numbers that we just sum up, you know. So it's 6 numbers to sum. So it's, in theory, super easy, right? In theory, super easy. Here we are calculating an average though. Here we are calculating an average of the 3 instead of doing the sum. Right? I think it's about the same. If you are going to compare with someone else, if you do the average or if you do the sum and then you compare, it's the same, no? I think it's exactly the same. I mean, the total divided by 3 compared to something else, or the sum of all the 3 compared to something else, I think would be the same. Or not, because the difference is lower. Yeah, the distance will be lower. Hello, Hula. Hi. What is the problem of the average? The problem of the average, no, I don't like this. Why we use the average? Why we use the average to understand the power of a creature? The average is so weird. Because if I'm missing one, well, it's not possible that I'm missing one though. I mean, I will never have 0 in one of the... I have a mathematical question. I have a mathematical question. The mathematical question is... Wow, how white is the screen? The mathematical question is... If I have 3 numbers, for example 30, 60 and 200, right? And I have different numbers like 25, 80 and 190, right? Where the sum of those is this. Ah, fuck, they're too close. No. Let's do 150 or 140 or 130, okay? So, right, and I compare these 2 numbers to understand what is the difference, right? So the difference between these 2 will obviously be way bigger than way bigger than if I do the average, right? So it is the difference of the sum and it is the difference of the average, right? So if our mathematical functions, yeah, so it's really different, right? So if our, so depends how this is factored into everything else. But apart from the scale that I can say, okay, now divide the difference by 3, right? I could divide the difference by 3 and then I obtain the same thing. If I say this divided by 3, then I have exactly the same result. So whatever number I place... Yes. Interesting. Okay, so as long as I divide by 3, the result is exactly the same number. Which to you may seem so obvious, but to me, it was not. I just received a friend request from Tallad3. Who is Tallad3? Who is he? He's one of you, eh? I received a friend request from Tallad3. What the fuck? Okay, on Steam. Okay, so that is fine. My mathematical question is solved. So it basically doesn't make any difference as long as we then divide by 3 the result. So we can use the average, is fine. We can use the average then. We can use the average. So calculating the stats, I think we can probably just do the calculation on the fly. Because we'll be very, 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 very quick. I mean, it's just getting the skill rank, getting the current, and summing up the thing. Now getting the skills, right? Getting the skills. May not be that quick. Because we have 60 plus skills, right? And as a player, maybe you only have 4 or 5 of them. So the question is, do I want to cache them or I just want to go through? Well, consider that anyway we are going to compare only the combat skills and only the magic skills. Yeah, probably caching is not. I mean, caching would be better, but I think is a bit overdoing things. Okay, I think it's a bit overdoing in this case. It's a bit overdue. I'm thinking if it's better one way or the other. I'm evaluating one or the other. Considering how hot is in Italy these days, I would go for the simplest one. I'm kind of melting, boys. I don't know what is the temperature for you, but for me it's super hot. It's like GG hot. By the way, I'm about to book my vacation for this year. I will be in holidays in August. And I'm about to book my vacation. I was about to book it already yesterday, but I didn't have enough time. So I will probably book it tomorrow at lunch or something. I need at least 1 hour to actually book things properly. Maybe I can skip a stream and book my flights and stuff, but let's see. Okay. Okay, so I'm evaluating one or the other, and at the end, I think I'm evaluating that is probably quicker. Probably quicker to do the calculation when the event is triggered. I think could be fine. So when I do the multi-check, right? When I do the multi-check, I think the music is still too loud. Okay. Why saying the one channel is not connected? YouTube is not connected? What? Or I just don't see the chat, probably. My chat is saying that YouTube is not connected, but I have no idea why. No, we are connected. My chat is saying... I don't know. I don't see my last session on the screen. Yeah, exactly. It's not connected. Hello, Filthy Remake. What is your job when you're offline? You know, your real job? I'm working for a software company, but I'm working for a software company as a manager, and so my work is not technical. Unfortunately. Because I like technical stuff, but so yeah, I don't see trying to promote balanced characters. No crap. Let me try to relaunch my chat, because actually I have a chat app, but it's not connecting, boys. Internal error. Okay, well, I don't know. Internal error. GG. Oh wow, nice. Stealing computer stuff? Yeah. Stealing computer stuff, absolutely. Stealing computer stuff. I mean, computers has been part of my life a lot. Really a lot. Maybe even too much, but yeah. I think I reason well with computers. They always say yes, you know. No, I mean, it's nice because they have a logical thinking. Okay, so basically here when we are in mode 2, right? Let me try to do it because it's very, very quick. Let me try to do it without any fancy stuff, right? So without any fancy stuff, basically what we need to do is just a for loop on all the characters, and then within the characters, right? Within the characters, we need to for loop. No. We can also avoid for loop. We can just sum it up. We can just sum it up. So we can just say stats sum, right? And we can just sum it up. We can just say stat sum plus equal to, and then I take my character of I, and then I do get skill rank or whatever, right? And then I say current in case we want the buffed, and in case we don't want the buffed, so allow buffed or allow not buffed. I don't really understand why we have this allow buffed, by the way. I mean, is it meaningful to compare non-buffed skills when you are checking? I don't think so. No, I think that is... You know what? I think this is bullshit. I think we will never use it. I think we should do it including buffs. I mean... Make no sense without buffs. Makes no sense. I will remove it from the... I don't know why I thought to do it without buffs. I think it's pretty much useless. Pretty much useless. You may say, hey, why you think about it now? Yeah, I think about it now because, you know, things are changing in life. Yeah, so we don't need that, so we don't need this, so we don't need that. So we don't need this, so we don't need this. I think we will just have it buffed. Just have it buffed, which is the actual value that you have at the moment, right? Which is the actual value you have at the moment. Yes, exactly. So also my case here becomes simpler, right? Now, I think we have a PS skill, no? I think we have a PS skill. Agility, endurance, charisma, right? So, do we want to do it this way or... Yeah. Yeah, I think we want to do it this way. I think we want to do it this way. I think we want to do it this way. We just sum up all the stats for that particular character. I mean, for all the characters. And then we do what? And then we do the same check, which is this one. It's a pity that we cannot do it. Can we do it at the end? Maybe we can. Can we just have the sum here, and then we have this piece of code, you know, we have this piece of code anyway? I think so. I think it's probably a better idea. No? The only difference is that we will have to move this skill sum outside of the switch, but I think it's probably a better idea. So that we... Even if it's not called stat or skill or whatever, but at least is... Yeah, so we don't duplicate that. Now, mode 3 will be what? Now, my chat is completely dead, by the way. Completely dead, so I can read you only if I go here and I check what you're saying. That's the only way I have. Can I pop this out? No, I cannot pop this out. GG. Anyway, sometimes I will check until this is fixed. I can contact Raystream, but there's always... They usually tell me, hey, I don't know, just restart the stream, and that's it. Oops. So who sent me an invite on Epic Games named Tallad3? Tallad3. Who's there? It's one of you, I know. I'm sure it's one of you. I'm sure it's one of you. I get this message in Restream chat. YouTube chat is not connecting, but it's properly up. But the stream is properly up. Okay, I'm just messaging the Restream people to see. It's not that I really need it, but okay, so number 3 will be sum up of all the ranks of all the skills. This is where I think that we should use this with some care, you know. And also, I think that for random generated event is basically useless. Because let me look 1 second to all the skills, right? So like if I'm summing up if I'm summing up baking, you know, baking and cooking with mining and swimming, you know, I don't think it's really useful. I think I will probably remove number 3. I think number 3 is a bit useless. I mean, all the skills, I think all the skills is a bit useless. I think the combat skills are good. But all the skills, I think, is basically useless. Why you may want to generate an event based on the sum of all the skills. I mean, I understand that. Or we do the sum of all the non-combat skills. And that would be maybe more relevant. So if I say all the combat skills and all the non-combat skills separately, then we may find people that have a lot of knowledge, right? People that have a lot of knowledge in crafting or something. No, but I think it's useless. I think all skills is probably useless. I think I remove mode 3. I think it's not. I think it's useless. What do you think? Do you think it is useful? I cannot think to a case where I will use it, you know? So I will just go with mode 1, 2, and 3. 1 is a specific skill. 2 is the sum of all physical and mental, which is basically your body and your mind. And 3 is what you know, right? Including, I mean, focusing on weapons, armor, and magic. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. So if we have to focus on weapons, armor, and magic, right? I don't think we have these skills listed because probably we only have armor. Probably we only have armor. Yes, 9, 8, and 7. Armor we have, including shield handling. But do we really have it for all? Light armor is 7. Yeah, we have it. So okay. I think it's fine. So we can sum up medium armor, light armor, and heavy armor, and then the others, unfortunately, and the others we will have to specify it manually because there is no. I mean, I could put it there if we want. If we want, I could define them here. Let me see, they typed something. Hello, I'm Becca with the stream support. Happy to help you today. I'm sorry to hear about your trouble. What is the mail address, your stream account? I'm pulling up the one you're chatting from, but I'm not seeing any connected channels. What is the mail? What? What is the mail? The question is, what is the email address for your Restream account? I think it's this one. What do you mean? My Restream account? Wait. If I go under options, maybe I see it. Options stream. You cannot change setting while streaming. GG. I don't know. I mean, what do you mean you cannot see? Schedule an event. Going live. Wait a second. Maybe I'm connected with another account. Wait. Let me go. Restream. Wait. The URL is wait. The URL is this 775. YouTube is not connected. We live or not? Yeah, we are live. We are definitely live. So probably connected with another account. Okay. Yeah, but it's my standard account, so it's the account that we use all the time. So it should be fine. Okay, now I'm thinking if we should add the skills here. It's probably better, right? Because if we have to hard code them, you know, it's probably better to just hard code them here than just hard code them in numbers, right? So I think it's probably a better idea if we just put them like this. So armor will be light armor, medium armor, heavy armor, and shield. Right? Yes. And then we will have some all weapons. And we will have some all magic. In theory, the way we designed the engine originally was that all these values could be changed, right? But weapons and magic. But I think it's very hard to say that wait a second, I can relog here on that account if that's better for you. Okay. Oops. Okay, so weapons, what do we do? Weapons, well, magic is the easiest. Magic we do PS skill crystal. We do, and crystal is what? Is 11? Yes, crystal is 11. Azure is 12. And so on, right? Why doesn't like me? I don't know. Blue is 13. So we can reuse this in the future. You know that we had them selected, but I had this already in the past, but we removed it because we said, it's better to remove the R coding. But you know, these skills will never change. Famous last word, but no, I think they will really never change. I mean, this one, I'm not going to change the basics of our game that much, so... Now, the problem will be weapons, because weapons... Weapons, Weapons... I think weapons are only this until ranged, right? But there are certain... No, I think we can go weapons, yes, with the first ones. Yeah, it's okay. We can go weapons from 0 to 6. From 0 to 6 we have weapons, so actually in theory they are even before that, right? They are here. Because they are from 0 to 6. I don't know why it's not keeping my formatting, by the way. So this will be PS Skill Sword. And then this will be PS Skill, so in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 6. Up to 6. Okay, and these are sword, knives, axe, mace. Sword, knives, axe, mace. You also say knife. It's the same. Mace, melee, polearm, melee. How do you say? I always pronounce it wrong. Polearm and ranged. Okay, so now we have all the skills, right? Me too, I'm still this question. I will keep you updated and send you a reply. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, so if you are saying something on YouTube, I have to go here and read it, but it's okay. I can open it sometime. So if you want to say something, on YouTube, please still use the chat. You can pop out the chat, you miss it. How can I pop it up? Go blah blah blah. Message. Here. Very nice. So I can keep it on the other screen. Okay, now I can see it. Now I can actually see it. Okay, so we go 0-6, we go 7-10, and we go 11-16. Okay, so these are all our skills. So basically, yeah, we will just sum up, you know, 1, so 3, 6, 7, so we have 7 here, right? And they are, can I do the trick? I don't think I can do the trick. No, I cannot do, well, I can, but I will fuck up current. Well, it's not too bad actually. The vertical paste was not too bad. I think it was faster than, well, it's about the same. And then we sum up magic, which is actually 6 of them. It is actually 6. And then we have all the stats. No, the stats, no. Why am I summing up stats again? No, stats, no. I need to do armor. In this category, we do armor, weapons, and magic, okay? So magic is this block, right? It works pretty well anyway, because he's moving the rest. He's moving the rest away, so I think it's pretty smart. Okay. Okay. So all of this is giving us the sum of all the possible weapon, air, and armor, magic, all the mental and physical stats, all the... Okay. Now, do we want to see the sum and test it? I think it's working, but... So we could have an event, right? We could have an event that is this one, and as let me change also this documentation, because we don't have mode 3 anymore. We don't have mode 3 anymore. We don't have mode 3 anymore. Okay, so yeah, we can recompile all of this and do a test where we are using, for example, mode 2, which is the sum of all the skills, and we say that, yeah, at this point the name is not required, so I could leave it empty. I think if you are in mode 2, it's not even red, right? Yeah, exactly. So minimum 50, maximum 100. In this case, if I take, for example, one of our characters, considering the average is 50, nome elenchi rerarir. Okay, this guy. This guy has... Oh, no, sorry. 147. I have to go under character skills. Yes, exactly. So, where character ID equal to 147. So you see that he has... Wow. Holy moly, the values. He has 100, 355, 355, 200, 400, 355. Holy skills. Okay. So that is about 1000. So this is 1600. So this guy has 1600. Holy. And this guy 161. As about 400, so 800. Yeah, it's like it's about 1000. Okay, 950, 1000. So if we say that our event requires 2000 points, right? So we can say minimum 2000 and max, I think I will leave it at -1. So basically mean that there is no max, right? So it's from 2000 up. It's from 2000 up. Do you think that this will work or not? If I want to leave it open-ended, because this max actually... No, I think it should be 0. Yeah, it should be 0. You see this max, if max, so it should be 0, not -1. Okay, so like this, I leave it open-ended. And okay, one failed. Why? Because we have this allow buffed whatever, eh? Inside my ranking range, yeah. I see. Yeah, we removed buffed. We removed it, boys. By the way, this one we never changed it, huh? This one we never changed it. In theory we should. I think we should say ranking range. We should append the... We should append the mode. And the mode would be %d. And this will be mode. And wait. Okay, it's the same. We can put it at the end. No, because otherwise the XML is not properly terminated. So we can say min, max, and mode. Okay, fine. Fine. Failed? Wow, we still have... and the copy. We have this allow buffed everywhere. Basically everywhere. Yes, you are right, because I need mode. Mode is actually part of that. No, wait. Cannot be like this. It must be like this. Yes, that is our copy of the pre-copying range, exactly. It's good that we found it, because that would be a hard bug to find, because I was passing over that. Okay, I think we can launch it and just see if the check works. And I think it probably does. I think it probably does. I was asking in different chat channels if someone has good idle animations, but I got absolutely zero answers. This guy answered actually. When? Pretty mode. Yeah, we don't need this anymore. Yeah, actually someone answered. I'm just answering to him now, and he said to check Mixamo again, because on Mixamo there seems to be decent animations for idle. I can check. I can check if there are decent idle animations. We logged you out due to inactivity for more than 24 hours. Yeah, I guess that the last time I logged in was like ages ago. I think the last time we were on Mixamo was probably, I don't know, 2 years ago or so. Okay, so we have this open. Nice. So we can launch it. And we said 2000, mod 2 2000. So one character, oops, mistakes were made. One character will not be enough, right, to trigger the event at the moment. Ah, YouTube connected now. Can you say something on YouTube? Let me try. I can do it myself. By the way, the pop-up disappeared. I know, is he? The pop-up. I to myself. No, you just say hi. Maybe if he's from me, he's not shown. Yeah, probably. Okay, we will search the idle animation in a second. Meanwhile, no, I see it. Yeah, hula, hello. Yeah, I saw also mine. Yeah, so it's working again. So it's fixed. So I can close this. Yes. Okay, if I connect with this character, and we wait the triggering of the event, and we put maybe a breakpoint in the triggering. We have it already. This will fail now because we don't have 2000 whatever, right? So if I launch, yeah, let's see. This is multi-check, and okay, we sum all the stats, and our sum is 1700 exactly. So the event will not run. Perfect. So okay, now if I connect with another character, right, then I think I connect with dev1, assuming that it didn't trigger yet. No, it didn't. I mean, it's 1 minute. I think it may trigger now. Quick! Load in! Quick! Okay, trigger now. I don't know if... Oops. I don't know if it's enough time, but we will see very soon. Yeah, we have 2 characters. So now we have more than 2000. And so the event will start in theory. Yes, or not. No, it didn't. GG. We timed out. Fuck. We timed out, boys. We timed out. Annoying. But anyway, you see that he's spawning the NPC, so it's actually working, okay? It's actually working. I mean, I can connect just for fun quickly and see if I see the NPC, but the NPC will be there. Yeah, obviously if you disconnect immediately, at that point the server already generated everything, so... So the NPC will be in game, right? Get velocity, okay, we have a bit of a breakpoints here and there. Here it is. It's this guy. It's this guy. Look at him. Yeah, he's scale 1.5. So he's 1.5 bigger than what he should be, but fine. Why I cannot select him, by the way? Strange. Probably because also the selection is bigger? No, I don't know. I can actually select him, but I don't see the... I don't see the thingy. The marker. I don't see the marker on this guy. I don't know why. But anyway, it worked. Okay, so the different modes are working, which is nice. So I would say that the skills in range is now fully implemented. So this one is finished. This one is finished. This one I really would like to do it, but I have no idea how to do it. I have no idea how to do it. Generation of sounds. Generation of sounds is an interesting one. Generation of sounds. Generation of sounds. How do we do that? Do we want to have generation of sounds? I think it could be interesting because, for example, for the bard, you know, playing a song. Yeah, the only point is that maybe the generation of sound is... The generation of sound... The generation of sound, do you think it is inside the progression script? I mean, is inside the behavior at the end, or... Generation of sound. Generation of sound. In theory... In theory... I'm thinking where is the best place to have it, because we could have it in NPC types. Oops. I mean NPC definitions. We could have it in NPC definitions, but inside NPC definitions. I don't think we have a... I don't think we have a produced sound or something. There is one player still connected? Ah yes, there is one player connected. Okay, fine. yeah, obviously is only for players. Yeah, find it by players. Okay, I don't need the server up at the moment. Generation of sounds. Generation of sound is a good question. I don't think that we have a way at the moment to generate sounds. In our progression scripts, right? Let me think about it. Progression event. We have all of this, but we don't have... I mean, in theory, we have FX, right? And FX is an effect. But the problem of FX, there is usually a visual effect, right? Because FXOP, if I go under progression, whatever, let me search. Let me share FXOP is quicker. So if I, yes, exactly, under scripting, right? So this FXOP is broadcasting an effect, okay. And this broadcasting effect is going by name. No, because maybe we can use this. Maybe we can use FXOP. Maybe we can use FXOP, can be enough. Because I think at the moment we do something more. We do a lot of stuff when we receive a visual effect, because we check the starting point, an end point, the type of effect, if it's a projectile, not a projectile, if it's associated to the specific location of the body. So we actually do a lot of stuff there. And I don't want to do all those checks in case it's simple music, right? I think we don't want to do that. Okay, receive effect message on client. Exactly. I don't know exactly why sometimes I use the PS character, sometimes I use the controller to send those messages, but that's what it is. Yeah, I think we need another call. I mean, we need another method that is also, because I think that the effect, you know, I mean, while the visual effect is always starting from a character and is ending, well, it's not really true though, because I could have a visual effect that is standing in place, but I think in that case I have an actor with the effect. Yeah, at the moment our FX FXOP, I think if it's unattached, yeah, is always, yeah, even if it's unattached, is always in front of the character. So the reference here is always a character. I think we will have to change this thing, and okay, so I think we can have a sound effects, right? We can have a sound effects which is separate from these effects. There is a visual effect, there is a sound effect, and they will definitely search for different sources. Consider that at the moment, when we are playing a particle effect, we are also playing sounds. And in fact, we go in this table, which is called DT spells. And this table contains also sound effects, like for example, crystal cast, right? Crystal cast Q. So I think that the way we should do it, we should create a new table, which is actually a sound table. And associate the name, or even just the number, but I think the name could be more relevant. The only problem is if I have to reuse one of these sounds, then how do I do it? Do we want to have the reference or do we want to have a name? I think a reference is clear. I mean, the name is cleaner, because if I specify the reference, then if I change the reference, I mean, if I move something from one place to another, I think it may be messed up. So DT sounds, secret found, detect. Yeah, exactly the same way we have. Okay, let me check, because we already have a secret found. Let me see the secret found. Play a sound for discovery. Character play PS sound. Yeah, the only question is yeah, but I think we can use exactly this function. I think we can use exactly this function. We have it already. It's just that it's not connected to any FX. So I think we need to create a new sound effects that is a progression event that can be triggered. Now, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that if I want, for example, to trigger a speech, then the speech will probably not be coded in the sounds table. The speech will be yeah, because we have sound effects, music, and voice, right? So I think that sound effects pretty much can all be coded. Music can all be coded. But voice, I think that probably will not be coded, because at the moment, for example, the voiceovers, right? The voiceover, I think I call them directly by name. No, I have them coded. I have them coded in DT race description. So in reality, we have everything coded in the data table by name. So yeah, I think we can. Yeah, I think we can do the same. I mean, not exactly the same, but we can do something similar. So this will work for music, for sound effects, and for voices. Okay, and they will be Now, I don't know if they should be all be coded in the same table, because actually I think that music. Yeah, music is under sectors, I think. It's under sectors. So anyway, I coded it this way. Yeah, but it should be, yeah, it should be, absolutely. I think this DT sound, it becomes our table. Let me just see if I have under content data a DT sound already. No, I don't. Okay, that's fine. We can also use it. I don't know why, but I added it. No, I don't have it. I have DT sound, but I don't have a data table. But it's okay. It's okay. So, okay, so. So the plan to support sounds, okay, the plan to support sounds is to create a new progression event operation that it will be similar to FXOP, but will be called sound FXOP. Right? It can specify a location. That is not very easy. It can specify a location. Because by default the location is the character, but in this case is the random event. The location is a bit of a mess, huh? The location is a bit of a mess. Because you know why? Because we executed, we executed at runtime, and at runtime we are basically getting the target object and the only thing that we are passing through is the character. And in the random event we may not have a character, but well, in theory yes, because if we are in yes, we have it, because if we yes, we have it, because anyways is a behavior of a specific NPC that we spawn. There is no other way. The behavior cannot run by itself, right? So, okay. Good. No, I think it's good. So, you know that I think that I'm confusing two functionality here. I think I'm confusing progression events scripting, with behaviors and behavior operations. I think are very different. Now I can run a script from a behavior, and then the script can have the sound, But that's a kind of a double jump. That's a kind of a double jump. I think I lost YouTube again. I lost YouTube again. But it's fine. I will put it here. I'm thinking, yeah, because that's a FXOP is this guy, is this line, right? FXOP is one. Yeah, I lost YouTube again, but I can see you from the other window. I can see you from the pop-up here. But yes, it was fixed for a few minutes and then he GG'd again. GG! I need an easy way. I need an easy way for an NPC to generate a sound. I need an easy way for an NPC to generate a sound. And it's not a progression, because a progression needs to be inside the script, and I don't want to run the script just for a sound. So it cannot be FXOP. Right? It must be a behavior operation, exactly. But the behavior operation, I think, is also a bit of a waste to have a behavior operation. Let me see what we have. Because these operations in theory are all non-visuals. Well, there is emote though. Yeah, it's like emote. I think emote is a good example, right? Emote operation is just playing one animation, and yeah, exactly. So we need a, so in reality we have some that are already visual. I have no idea what is circle operation. Move the NPC around in a circle. Okay. Why we would like to do this? Interesting. Control operation. Take control of the player and move with the player. This will never work. Eat operation. Okay. Is there already in this list a sound? There is a cast, but I think there is no sound. Keep, drop, eat, 8, idle, visible, okay, loop, melee, memorize, move, navigate, percept, pick up, release, reproduce, resurrect, reward, rotate, script, sequence, send out, transfer, drive, okay, no, there is not. So the easiest for us will be to add a new behavior operation. This would be the easiest for us. The only problem is that a sound, you know, a sound is not really an action. Well, it could be the NPC screaming, right? It could be the NPC screaming, or it can be the NPC whistling. Yes, it could be the NPC whistling, like. Right? Or it can be the NPC barping. I would not do a demonstration of that. But yes, I think it makes sense. Now I'm thinking if it makes sense, but I think it does. So we need a sound operation. We need a sound operation. Okay, I think it's decided. Okay, it's decided. I think I convinced myself. Should not be a progression script, but it should be a behavior operation. And should be a sound behavior operation. One day we will have to be sure that we are actually adding stuff, huh? One day. I don't know if I added. I'm just checking if I added here any new. I added more information, but I didn't add anything new, I guess, in quite a long time. Like December 2014. Okay, good. So this is what we're gonna do. So we're going to create a new behavior operation. So that should be under NPC operations, right? Should be under NPC operations. And if you want to do it quicker, I think we can just copy it from emote. I think it's probably emote is probably the simplest that I can think of, right? It's very simple. So I think we can copy emote and put it under can put it here after rotate. Okay. And we will call it sound. I think we can just call it sound. Now the only question is if the sound is attached. Yeah, the sound I think it should be attached. I think the sound should be attached to the NPC. So because we imagine that the NPC is moving, right? And I think the sound should follow him. So what is this? Pre? What is this thing? No idea. Pre sounds like a prerequisite, but we don't have any prerequisite. Is this a documentation flag? Maybe it's a documentation flag. Yeah, it's probably a documentation flag. But we don't use that anymore. We don't use that anymore. Oh no, we can keep it, but I don't understand what it's doing for us. So I think it will be like sound, and then it will be the sound name. Do we want to have a volume? Do we want to have a volume? Which kind of parameters we want on the sound. Which kind of parameter we want? I don't know, we could have a volume. I don't think it's very needed, but I don't think it's very needed. I mean, it could be nice, but I don't think we care too much. Maybe we may need to know if he's in a loop. No, but in a loop I think it's super dangerous. If I say that the sound is playing in a loop and then for some reason, you know, we forget about it, this will be looping forever. So probably a loop. I mean, loop could be a parameter, but I think it's a bad idea. I think that the sound effects that we are playing should never be looped. I cannot imagine. Well, it could be a bird. We could have an NPC bird that is like... But in that case, I would prefer to randomize... Or it can be a cat, right? A cat that is saying meow. But if he's a cat, instead of repeating in a loop, I think we would just randomize. But it's a good point, though. Huh? It's a good point, because if he's a cat, I think it would be harder to have a behavior. The only question is, can I really loop? Can I really loop? Can I decide to loop or not at runtime? That's the question. Because my loops usually are decided in the queue, right? In the queue, I say if this is looping or not. I can flag it as looping or not looping. I don't know if I can change this thing at runtime. That I have no idea. Do you think I can? Do you think I can? Well, I would say, because, you know, if he's looping, here we could have pauses, we could have multiple random sound, and for example, in the case of a cat, I think would be cool. It would be much easier than to just instantiate a sound one time that is looping, it's doing its thing, instead of trying to script it, right? I think trying to script it would be super hard. So, an NPC bard and NPC bird, yes. A bird as well, right? I think it would be easier to script, not to script it, but to put it here with a loop. Okay, so I think we should support looping. I think we should support looping. We should support looping. I think it's a good idea. So we'll have the name, and we'll have loop yes or no. And the volume, I don't think we need the volume. The volume, I mean, if you want to put the volume, we can put it, is this volume multiplier. In theory, we could also have the pitch multiplier, but I don't know. Meh. Do we want to have the volume like like we have a sound? I mean, why the volume should be different from the original one? No, I think we don't need the volume. I think we don't need the volume. So this will be sound operation, right? And will be sound. Will be operation result run will be identical. Load will be identical. Skip operation will be identical. And now we need only to implement it. So I will take emotes again, just because I'm lazy. And we copy emote. She's pretty small, by the way. And we put it under under rotation or whatever it is. After rotation. Wow, what is this? That is an insane operation. Rotate operation is like super big. I don't know why. Okay, so we put it here. There is also a loop operation. Wait a second. There is a loop. There is a loop operation. Loop operation. Loop iteration 20. Ah, interesting. So in theory, we could use the loop on the sounds this way, yeah? But yeah, but I think it's still good. Yeah, but I think it's a different use case. So that one is a different use case. So let's have our sound operation. Let's have our sound operation. So sound operation load. The first one is the name. And this one will be name and not command. We don't need command, we need name. And then we need a Boolean loop, right? Should the sound loop or not? Yeah, if name is empty, we have a problem, for sure. So sound operations needs a name. Easy. Loop is optional instead, so I don't know if we have a way to say okay. So if we don't find loop, we leave it empty. And it is basically the loading. The loading is as simple as this. So it just reads the name, reads the loop, and that's it. Now the make copy is super easy. It's just name with name and loop with loop. Okay. Now the run is I don't know if I want to load a string or, but anyway. So this one is if loop, we say text yes, otherwise we say text no. missing a parenthesis somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so we print that in case we are debugging. And then we will have handle command sound, right? Which was not existing in the old game. Yeah, we will have handle command sound. And we will have npc actor get, which is fine. npc target, no, npc target, npc target is not needed. npc target is not needed. Are these ones all the same, or wait, no, no, they change based on, so I can put whatever parameter I want, huh? Okay, so we know, I was thinking if there was like a super class that was forcing me to have the same parameters or what, but it seems not. So we will have our name in our loop, and then we will define handle command sound. Please, can you define it? Can you help me and define it? No, huh? You don't want to. Okay. You don't want to. Annoying. So we go in, so this will be in npc manager. Yes, in npc manager. In npc manager we need a new method which is actually handle sound. Npc manager handle command sound. They are not in alphabetical order. Pity. That's okay. So handle command sound, and this will take the npc, will take an f-string name, and will take a boolean loop, right? And now maybe this one we can create. Nice. Now in terms of execution, I think we need the broadcast and everything, but again, since we love copy pasting, let me just check our handle emote, and pretty much is the same, so I don't have to think to how we build it. So this one is a bit different though, because okay, it's checking the NPC, but then it's checking the target object, and then is doing a check for emote, which is probably too much compared to what we want to do. Because then is calling an emote, and this emote is doing a multicast, yes, of the animation. Is doing a multicast of the animation. So yeah, so in our case, I think we can call broadcast sound. No, we said we could call play sound, right? Play PS sound directly, but play PS sound, play, what was it? Was play PS sound, right? Play PS sound. The only problem of play PS sound is that is not broadcasted. So play PS sound is only for the player, and this is not what we want. We want to broadcast this to Let me see if we have another broadcast that we can use, but I don't think so. I think we don't have other broadcast functionality. I mean, we have a lot of broadcasts under player controller probably and PS character, but I'm trying to understand. Yes, we have broadcast effect, boss remove effect. I'm just searching if I have something similar to avoid, you know, doing it again, but probably the answer is no. I don't think we are broadcasting sounds, but I may be wrong. Broadcast harvest animation, broadcast combat roll, combat block, attack animation, aggressive, broadcast aggressive sound. What is this? Broadcast aggressive sound. Interesting. But there is a bit specific, right? Because this one, apart that he has a distance and a reasoning on, but I think this one is used receive aggressive sound emitter. But it's very similar anyway. It's very similar actually. Ah, yes, it was when I was trying to. I remember. I was trying to make chase better and yeah, but anyway, I think it's fine, eh? It's the same thing, eh? It's the same thing. Let's just call it broadcast sound. It must have an emitter, which in our case will be the NPC, and then we will have a receive sound. I don't know if I want to call it PS sound, just to be sure that we are not hitting any. Yeah, let's call it broadcast PS sound. But I need the emitter, and then I need my F string name, and then I need the loop, right? That is what we said. Because all this information needs to go. Yeah, needs to go to our. Okay. So assuming that we have this. Right, assuming that we have that, I can now call this function from my NPC operations, right? I think I was. Okay, yes, so exactly. So in my handle commands, okay. Emote, yes. So we must have an NPC, yes. If we don't have an NPC, we cannot really. By we don't need to set it as a. I mean, if we don't have an emitter. Yeah, I think this code is similar. Like, if we don't have an emitter, we must have an emitter, right? Something like that. So if the NPC is actually valid, right? If the NPC is actually valid, then I don't know if we have to do it again, but fine. Fine. Then there is another printout just in case, right? But we don't need a target object. We don't need user manager, right? We need to NPC broadcast sound of our yes, actually the emitter is us. So I don't know if it's really meaningful to pass it through, but do we need to pass PS character here, considering that is always us? I think it's a bit stupid, huh? No, because then I need, well, I mean, I could say instead of a meter, right? I could say this, and I can then remove a meter completely from this. So it's always us emitting a sound, which I think is probably fine. It's probably fine. So this will be only name and loop. Right? And yeah. Emitter is not needed, it's always us, so it's fine. Okay, so yeah, I think we just need to call this, and then we are good. And then this one will basically launch it for I mean, so to get distance to max combat event range, what is the max combat event range? Is 30 meters. Okay. 30 meters. Okay, fine. I think it's okay. Okay, so now we only need to create a new function on PS Planeship Player Controller, right? No, on yeah, on Planeship Player Controller. We go through the controller, right? We go through the controller. So I need a Planeship Player Controller, and I need a receive something. Do we have a sound? Do we have a sound section? Probably not, huh? We have a play sound, which was actually removed. Interesting. So we're gonna reuse it. Why not? So this will be a blueprint implementable event. And okay, so and this will basically play the sound. Now, yeah, the question is, do we want really to do it in blueprints? That's a good question. Probably yes, because in blueprint I have access to my data table, Yeah. I need it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's not break the pattern. Okay, so the code on the C++ I think is fine. Hello, Devro. Things are going okay. So we are progressing. I'm working a bit now on random generated event. We finished what we were working on yesterday, so the different modes for triggering a random generated event based on the player skills. So that's done, and we have 3 modes actually. We have the skill mode, so basically checking for a skill, checking for all the combat skills, and checking for all the stats, just summing up all the values and seeing if you reach a threshold. And it is the way to generate a new event. So that's done, and I think is good. And now, since we are thinking to these use cases, right? Like this, I wanted to have a sound generated, right? Like for example, a bard playing a song in a tavern. I need my scripting engine to be able to support playing a sound inside a script, right? So that we can script it. And so it is what I did. So I added a new wait, no, I did. I forgot parameter. I forgot everything. So I forgot a const, I forgot the end, and I forgot the const. The boolean I think is not end, right? The int is not end. The boolean. Yeah, the boolean is not end, but it's const. Why we don't have const here? That's very strange. Boolean doesn't need const. Boolean. Boolean doesn't need const. No, it doesn't. Okay, fine. Okay, let me recompile. So yes, we are basically adding a new operation which is called just sound, PS sound, and is adding it's something that we can then script, so we can put in one of our scripts, and we can then support the playing of sound in a certain location, right? Actually attached to an NPC. So I will put it inside random events. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, making good progress. I mean, there's a lot to do, but making good progress, I would say. I think I need to have a testing day again. I need to have a testing. Wait a second, huh? Broadcast PS sound. So here we are sending this, and we are not passing in the PS character. Because it's always me, huh? Yes, but I think that I need... because then I'm going to the controller of that guy. No, I need, absolutely need, at least, yeah, in this call I need it, So here I need my, here I need my PS character. Otherwise, how do I pass it? I pass it as this, huh? Without const. I don't know. Sometimes this const non-const is confusing me so much. In this calls, in this Unreal Engine calls, is confusing me completely. So this will be emitter, right? This is the real emitter. So it's who is emitting the sound. And since we are going through the player controller of each player, we need to specify it. Otherwise, we don't know who is emitting it, right? I don't know why, but it's still hot. It's still hot in here. How many degrees we have? But I think now is probably hotter in my house than outside. But in theory it's 29. So, but anyway, with 54% humidity, it's 29. Yeah, but it's midnight, bro. 29 at midnight. During the day today was crazy. It was like 37, 38, 30 millions. Okay, it recompiled. So the code on that side is done. We need... now, on the client side, it should be very, very easy. Very easy, because it's only a matter of playing a sound. That's it. So it's super simple. The only point is that probably we want the sound to be attached to the NPC. So again, if the NPC moves, the sound is following the NPC, right? And to do that, I don't remember exactly how to do it, but it's probably there is an attach thingy to play sound. I think there is. Wow, what is this graph? Ah, yes, that is the equip. Yeah, one day we have to change to move this to C++ because it makes no sense that we have such a graph in Blueprint for something that is executed very often. Okay, but apart from that, so we are in PS character, and we are searching. No. We are in plane shift player controller, yes, and we want. We already have an audio thingy. Let me see. Check vector event ambience check on client. Yeah. Okay, good. So I think we can put it here. Easy. So this will be play PS sound. No. Receive. Wait. Receive PS sound. Yes, receive PS sound. Okay. So this is the function that we are getting from the server as usual. And we did it a million times now. We have to switch to the client side. And so we are going to create a function that is called PS sound on client. And we are going to add new parameters, the emitter, which actually is a PS character object, PS character object reference. We need to add sound that is an f string, and we add loop, and we add loop that is a boolean, right? That is a boolean. Okay, now we check out this, receive PS sound on client, and boom, boom, boom. Play a sound. And this one is run on owning client and reliable. Okay, good. So I think that here we can just play the sound. Now let me just remember if I can. So we have a play sound. We have a play sound 2D, a play sound allocation. We have a creates. We have a spawn sound attached. Exactly. Perfect. We have a spawn sound attached. I think this is what we need to now is attaching to component. Attaching to component, huh? So what do? I do get mesh and I attach it to the component mesh. Yes, I think that's good. I attach it to the component mesh and we don't need anything else. We don't need anything else in theory. Yeah, the only thing will be the loop. The loop, I don't know how to do it at the moment, but anyway. So spawn sound attached. Yeah. Can I change? I think it is just spawning it, but it's not playing it, right? I think spawn is not playing. Spawn is only spawning, right? And then you need to play. So I think we still have the ability. Audio component. Now, because I would like to set if it's looping or not looping, but I think that unfortunately, I don't know if I can do that because spawn sounds attached. Let me see if I have spawn sound. For sure, when we create the spawn sound at location. No, I have no idea how to do the loop. I have no idea how to modify. I mean, if I can set on the queue, because there is the loop, not loop on the queue, but can I set it programmatically? I don't know. Set looping. Target is a timeline component. No. I want to set the loop. There is a loop parameter. I mean, on the thingy, but I don't know how to trigger it. So if I can create a sound cue, you know, set parameter on sound cue, from BP. I mean, I would like to set it. How to reference sound cue parameters in blueprints. Okay. Play sound attached. Set float parameter. Set float parameter. Pitch control. Yeah, set float parameter, okay, but set float parameter. I need a set loop. Because all of this is doing... it's... I mean, it's exposing everything except loop, for whatever reason. For whatever reason, it's exposing everything except that. Because you see, there is the loop in the wave file, in this wave, right? Wave, well, yeah, it's actually a it's actually a parameter of the wave, I guess. So that's not very easy, eh? Because I can have multiple ones. One can be looping, the other cannot be looping. Okay. So at the moment, I think we cannot do this loop thingy. I think we cannot do this loop, no loop. So I will leave it. I will leave it as in the code, but at the moment we cannot do it. I think I don't have a way to. And anyway, it's not so important. We can just create, you know, two sounds, one that is looping, another not, and we can just reference it by name. Probably will be the easiest. So no idea how to support this at the moment. So we have no idea how to support this at the moment, boys. But anyway, we can spawn a sound attached, right? And then I don't know if I need to play it or this is already playing. I mean, is spawn sound attached already playing or not? Spawn sound attached is playing. This function allows you to create and play. Yeah, I think it's saying create and play, so probably it is creating and play. Okay. Yeah, I think it's creating and play. So we will attach to the emitter mesh this sound. Now we need to find the sound though, and to find the sound we will have to get our data table, and the row name will be our sound, and the data table will be DT sound. And based on the output, we get what is this? Sorry, no. It looked like it was a mosquito running around, but actually it was not. Yeah, we play this sound, right? So, okay. if row found, yes. So we go in this data table, we find the audio, and we play it, right? And we play it. Okay, very nice. Very, very nice. By the way, YouTube seems to be working again. Now what? Now what? Sorry, I got distracted a second. Okay, so this should work already, right? This should work already. So this in theory should play a sound. So we can try with the sound. So we will script. So let's say that our NPC at the moment is is generated, and wait, which one? This one? Yeah, this one is generated, and is just doing a greet, right? It's just doing a greet. So in addition to the greet, we will have him play a sound, right? So we will have sound, name, and then we have to choose a name that actually exists though, because if it doesn't exist in our DT sounds, so it will play whatever, this one, right? Peopling, we'll play this one, okay? Just a random one. We'll play this. Da-da-da-da. Sounds a lot like Prince of Persia. And so we need to say secret found. So we say name secret found, and I think that's it. I don't think we need anything else. Maybe let me just lower this threshold, because otherwise we will not trigger it with one player. Huh? Okay. Okay, in theory it should work. I mean, I don't know if it will, but in theory it should play a sound based on the scripting. So the NPC will spawn, will wait 10 seconds, will go to the next waypoints, will greet, and will play a sound. The important point with the sound is drum roll. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works, boys. Let's see. My server is not starting. That's not good. Why my server is not starting? Server. It was starting a second ago. Okay, I think it's starting now. Looks like it is a bit slow because we changed a bunch of stuff, and no, it's abandoning. Okay, it said it cannot load node sound in our behavior script. So actually we got an error in loading. And we need to understand why. It's saying failed to reload NPC type, node sound under behavior is not a valid script operation name. Yes, because I think I missed a piece of code. I think I forgot a piece. I think I forgot a piece. Which is very, very possible. Yes. I forgot to tell to our parser that we have a new operation that is called sound, and it can start
this can't be happening.
But unfortunately it happened. Okay, we have a new sound operation, and the rest in theory should work as expected. Okay, let's see. Now, if this works while it's compiling, we should add to this list, right? We should add to this list our sound operation, right? We need to add it somewhere here. So there will be a sound operation. No, what do you mean no parameters? No, we have parameters. We have. We have a parameter which is name. Type is a string. Default is empty, and description is the sound to play references DT sound data table. And then we have loop, which is a boolean, but at the moment unfortunately is not supported. Not working yet. Should loop the sound, but this one is not working yet. And we'll play a sound at the location of the NPC. Example, sound name mandolin 1 song, loop. Yes. Okay. As simple as that. So we already documented, boys. It's not working yet, but we already have the documentation. You know, which is great. Not working, but already documented. Perfect. Meanwhile, let me unstuck some people from the stair. A jet is stuck. Unici farming something is stuck. Hula is stuck. Edon Moon is stuck. Jean is stuck. Alexis is stuck. I mean, a lot of people stuck on the stairs. Why? Santi is stuck. One day I will change. Sorry for the landing. Okay, let's go in. And see if our server is now loading. Hopefully it will. Yes, it loaded. Okay. We have a chance, boys. We have a chance. So we need to wait the guy to spawn, which is roughly 1 minute. And then the guy, after spawning, will walk to one waypoint. And he will play our sound. Hopefully. First we need him to spawn, because if he's not spawning, no way. You want to use night vision? During the day is a bit annoying. Ah, he spawned. Look at him. 1.5 sides. He's a big dwarf. He's a very big dwarf. Okay, so now he's going to wherever he wants to go. Yeah, 1.5 dwarf walking is a bit weird. But now he should greet. Ow. He should greet and he should play the sound. Ah, he played it, boys. He didn't greet though. But he played the sound. He played the sound. Okay. So that's good. So this means that now we can script sounds. For example, for bards, right? If you want to have a bard playing something, we can do it. We can do it. Done. You see? Done. Easy. Easy. Now the only problem is that how do we have songs? How do we have songs? How do we have songs? That's a good point. How do we have songs? Do we need to create songs? Do you think this is an important question, okay? Do you think that we should or we can reuse our songs? Like, for example, this one. Do you think we should use this song in game, meaning transforming it into a guitar play or into a pan flute play, and one of our NPC plays it? Or do you think it's too out of character because this song is actually a game song and not an in-game song, and so we cannot use it? I mean, the question, or the, I don't know, the Ojaveda one, but yeah, but it's the same. The question is the same. So are the game songs out of character? I think the answer is probably yes. They are out of character and so they cannot be used. I think so. So if that's the case, yeah, but also the others, you know, are related to certain parts of the game, so probably we should not use them. I mean, the most typical is like this one. You corrected yourself, but the previous was correct. So like this one, for example, or this one. Right? The problem is that these songs are out of character songs. And so I think if a bard is actually playing a song, it should be a new song. Yeah, I think it should be a new song. Oh my god, this human is huge. He's like a god. This human is insane. Okay. So we need to generate new songs for our bard. So if we want to have this, working, bard playing a song, we need the song. We need the song. How do we generate songs? We need to play the song, or we find the song. I don't know. I have to think about it. Let me see if we have some idle. If we have some idle animations. Idle animations. No. It's doing nothing really. It is the most sad idle I ever seen. It's super sad. Yes, I'm sad. There is an idle, but I don't know. This idle is more a combat idle. This is an idle. It's moving a bit. This one is changing a bit the balance between the two legs, and I think it could be good. The problem is that select a character file. Select a character file. I don't remember if we had what was it? FBX. It was for sure an FBX, but GG finding an FBX of our character. I have to export it again, huh? Do we have a mannequin character? No, huh? Dun 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 dun. Do we have a cran character? No, huh? No, I need to search it. No, because I don't know. I mean, this one is not bad, but we need to understand how it looks in a real character. But this one is not bad, huh? This one is not bad. Idle, standing idle, sad idle. I mean, the other one was already super sad, but this one is even more sad. But this one is nice. I really like it. It's pretty cool, but we cannot use it. Neutral idle. Neutral idle. I don't know if this is neutral. I mean, it's all. I don't know. It's all at the back. Happy idle. What is an happy idle? Dwarf idle. It's not bad. Yeah, but anyway, here there seems to be a few good ones, huh? There seems to be a few decent ones. Great Sword Idol, Ninja Idol, Happy Idol, Ninja Idol, Rifle Idol, Dwarf Idol. This is another Dwarf Idol? Laying Idol, Ninja Idol, Injured Idol, Idol Idol. This one also could be interesting. This one is great. This one is great. I don't know just why they are balancing the character like this. You see how the character is balanced? It's completely to the side. I mean, why? But anyway. It's not bad, huh? Yeah, so there are some good idols here. I think we can scan them maybe the next time and search for some that we can use just to make our characters slightly more alive, you know, and less boring, so that there's a zombie idol. A zombie idol. I want them to do something like tap a feet, or yes, or look at their hands, or look around, you know. But there are a lot. I think we can yeah, like this one is looking around. You see that this one is looking around left and right. I think it's pretty good. This one is very good. And hopefully is not balancing. Yeah, it's not is balancing in a reasonable way, right? I mean, for some reason he has the upper part of the body all to the right, but I think it's fine. This one, for example, is a good one. So maybe we find others that we can use. The same music but with lyrics. I don't know. I think I'm thinking more to I don't know, Lyra, I just say. Maybe not exactly like that, but similar to that. With the instrument that we have, right? Or pan flute, right? So something like that. Something like that. We need to. The problem is that we need to create them, right? We need to. I can commission them maybe, but should not be super complex. But it would be nice to have some variations, and right. I mean, we still have our. I mean, in theory, I can create them myself also, but I think you need someone with. I mean, I have a keyboard. I have a real keyboard. I mean, an instrument that I connect to the MIDI, and I can connect to this, and I can actually record it if I want. But it's a bit of a work. Huh? It's a bit of a work. But in theory, here you can use the pan flute and. So I don't know. I will think about it, but I think it would be nice now that we can play songs to have some songs. Otherwise, it's pointless, right? To have some songs for our bard. In terms of voice, I mean, singing is very personal, right? Every person sings a bit different. So, or we do a bard NPC that is always the same and is just showing up randomly at taverns. Just a keyboard or a synth? No, I mean, a keyboard, an advanced keyboard. I don't remember. No, it's a pretty advanced keyboard with a lot of possible sounds and functionality. And presets and all of that, and I can connect it to MIDI because I did it already, so in theory, but I don't want, I mean, I cannot do everything myself, so maybe I can just commission, for a reasonable low amount of money, some songs that are not too complex. Maybe they can they can reuse a bit of our songs. I'm not a musician, but I have some. You have some what? They have to be original songs, okay? Original meaning made by us. Or public domain. I guess there are some songs that are public domain, but I think it would be nice to have some songs that we have for ourselves. I mean, our own songs, our own bard songs, based on the instrument, right? So we can spawn an NPC with a specific instruments in his hand, and we can have the play mandolin or play lyra, whatever instrument, and based on that, we can also play a sound, right? And so it would be pretty much complete. So basically, sometimes in taverns, you will see a bard appearing and playing a song and then going away, right? That would be cool. Is one of the objectives that we have here is this one. For our random events, we have this one, which is a bard playing a song in a tavern. Why not? Gamblers in a tavern. Ah, this one is tough. This one is very tough. Villagers walking between houses is basically what we did now. Okay, so we pretty much have this one. We don't have it perfect, but I think we pretty much have this. I think what I'm missing on this one is the ability to speak to them, and they should stop walking. And I miss some idle animations. Yeah. But anyway, we enabled sounds, which is nice. Okay, that's all. Guys, I'm going. So thank you for watching. If you are new and you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that would be very nice. Also, if you want to go to our Patreon, and which is patreon.com/planeshift, and you want to download the alpha of the game, you can do it. And you can also get some access to our supporters channel on Discord, which is always nice. And yes, I have to check all these mockups as well, huh? Okay, but anyway, that's all for tonight. So I will see you tomorrow evening. We will continue, I think, with random events. Pretty much, I think. You have a real musician who played the game? But you said you are not a musician. Yeah, I think we have some musician playing the game, but are they available to actually do stuff? Because, you know, playing the game and doing stuff is different. It's very different, my friends. It's very different. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It would be nice to associate a shortcut to this, huh? Yes, but I can't, because if I put a shortcut here that is wave, I can then do it with my keyboard. Yes, I can. Easy. This game is so customizable, you see? It's fantastic. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow for another round at making an MMO. We can do this game, boys. We can.